Blade, starring Mahershala Ali, is one of Marvel's most intriguing projects. That's partly because many fans of the movie universe grew up with the Wesley Snipes trilogy and want to see what Marvel will do with the Vampire Hunter. Partly because the movie has had a lot of difficulties in production, and news headlines are filled with reports of new problems with the project. Despite the upbeat announcement, all we got was a brief cameo of Blade in Eternals. The release date was repeatedly postponed, and the script was rewritten many times. The movie has changed directors and seems to be sinking more and more into a production hell. However, not all that bad. For the first time in a long time, there is finally some good news about the project, which we are happy to discuss in this video. Daywalker has managed to go a long way before the reboot, and it seems things are finally getting better. Plans for Marvel's Blade have been a long time coming. Back in 2011, the studio bought the rights to the character from New Line Cinema, and 2 years later, the script for his co-star was already written. In the summer of 2015, Wesley Snipes announced that the studio was in talks with him about returning to the image of Eric Brooks. After learning that Marvel had plans for a movie about the daytime drifter, Mahershala Ali also expressed interest in the role. Then came the lull, and all news about Blade was limited only by Kevin Feige's occasional statements that the Vampire Hunter would sooner or later join the movie universe. And it's not surprising at all. At that point, there simply wasn't room for Eric Brooks at Marvel, with the Avengers then fighting Ultron, then each other, and a final battle with Thanos looming on the horizon. Then, in 2019, Mahershala Ali contacted Marvel and pitched his own idea for the movie. Kevin Feige did not miss the chance to take the Oscar-winning actor for the role, and later announced at Comic-Con that the Blade film was in development, and Ali would star in it. In 2021, it was revealed that Stacey A. Sikafor will write the script of the movie. Previously, she worked on the series The Guardian. Delore Lando and Aram Pierre joined the cast of Blade, but their roles remained undisclosed. Not long before this project was directed by Basi Motorika. According to the publication Deadline Hollywood, he managed to conquer all sides with his vision of the tape. However, already in the fall of the next year, the old man left the post of director due to creative differences and scheduling conflicts. In addition, Blade received a new screenwriter. He became Bodhi Mariu, who worked on Moon Knight and X-Men. According to director Jeff Snyder, Mahershala Ali was not satisfied with the new script and the development of the picture as a whole. Later, it became known that the new director of the movie will be Yann Demange, and Michael Starr-Araya will rewrite the script. However, the new plot, it seems, was not much better than the previous one. According to the same Jeff Snyder, everything superfluous was cut off from the story, leaving only the skeleton under the knife. Among other things, under the knife fell the appearance of the Black Knight, as well as the connection of the movie with the Eternals. It became obvious that the script needs to be finalized. Especially for this purpose was invited the actor of the real detective, Nikpet Salata. However, the strike of screenwriters that began prevented him from finishing the story. When the strike ended, it became known that the story was not at all suitable for screen adaptation. In this outline of the script, the movie was filled with life lessons. The central place in the story was given to an unknown female character, and Blade himself was not in the background, and became the fourth of the main characters. Agree, for a tape called Blade, such a variant sounds, to put it mildly, strange. About who exactly became the main character of the tape, we can only guess. With a high degree of probability, it was the daughter of Blade. Rumors about her appearance in the movie began to walk on the network in 2021. Anyway, Mahershala Ali did not appreciate such a scenario. The rumors immediately spread on the internet that the actor is about to leave the project. However, with the easy hand of the father of the movie universe, the movie has found a new screenwriter, and it seems that this time, Kevin Feige decided to act for sure. Now for the plot of the movie is responsible Michael Green, who has such works as Logan and Blade Runner 2049, and he apparently was able to find the right approach to the story about a daytime vagabond. This is indicated by several things at once. The first is a comment from Ali himself late last year, where the actor stated that he was encouraged by this direction of the project, as well as the people responsible for the script. It seems that the story authored by Green has come to Ali's liking, otherwise the actor would have no reason to stick around longer on the project. The second confirmation of the quality of the new script is the official news that filming will begin this fall, which indirectly confirms that Kevin Feige is satisfied with the direction of the project. In addition, Blade may become one of the central characters of the supernatural part on the universe, as well as the leader of the Sons of Midnight, the foundation for the appearance of which Marvel has already started laying. All this means that the character is very likely to be given increased attention. By the way, recently the project left Aram Pierre. His departure is due to the fact that in the new version of the script his character did not find a place. It is possible that instead of him more attention in the new story, decided to give Blade himself. But Mia Goth is still listed in the cast of the picture. According to numerous rumors, she will play the role of the demonic sorceress Lilith, which will be the main antagonist of the film. According to our favorite insider, Danny Richmond, the plot of the film will tell about how Lilith is hunting for Blade's daughter. The girl will need Lilith to create an army of submissive vampires like Blade. Like all other rumors, this information should be treated with a degree of doubt. But if it is still true, it once again confirms Marvel's desire to release a quality film, because if you look closely, you can draw some parallels with the famous comic book movie, in which the superhero saves his daughter from the pursuers. The described story strongly resembles the plot of Logan by the same Michael Green. It seems that Kevin Feige decided not to reinvent the wheel and use what already works perfectly. By the way, the weapon of Lilith, according to rumors, will be the same ebony sword, which shown in the finale of The Eternals. It is still unknown in what time period the movie will take place. It is possible that the plot will tell about the events of the past, as a result of which Blade manages to deprive Lilith of the sword. It is possible for another option, where Blade takes the miracle sword, but loses it in the first fight with Lilith. From the looks of it, the movie portends a lot of interesting things to come. As in the case of Spider-Man, Marvel decided to bet on a down-to-earth plot, devoid of traveling through the multiverse, and in our opinion, it's the right decision. After all, Blade is most often presented as a street-level hero, plus an overabundance of multiverse journeys in every movie could reduce interest in them, and considering that Blade will be the last picture before Avengers 5 and Secret Warriors, there's no way to do that. Of course, news of reshoots doesn't add confidence in the quality of the final product. However, the cinematography knows a lot of pictures, which first got stuck in the production hell, and at the output became real masterpieces, and you don't need to go far for examples. It's enough to remember about the first part of Deadpool. It was in development since the early 2000s. Ryan Reynolds was attached to the role since 2000. The fourth film spent 15 years in production hell, but was highly appreciated by both critics and audience. And very soon the third part will be released, which many see as the salvation for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the most anticipated film of the studio. Another example of a great project going through production hell is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Talks about the production of the movie have been going on since the ADS. The rights to the character have changed hands a couple of times. James Cameron was offered the director's post, and the main role could be played by John Cusack and Leonardo DiCaprio. The movie managed to change several directors until it reached Sam Raimi in the early 2000s, and eventually it became a cult movie comic, the talk about which does not stop to this day. Also, it's worth remembering that Disney CEO Bob Iger, one of his main goals is to improve the quality of Marvel movies and bring back the studio's lost focus. Considering that Blade won't start filming until the fall, it's possible that Iger will have a big impact on the film's production. The film is currently scheduled for release on November 7th, 2025. Let's hope that this is the final date, and the writers will be able to complete the work in time. Despite Kevin Feige's initial statements that only the Deadpool threequel would get an adult rating, Blade will also get an AR rating, and this decision will of course only benefit the project. The action scenes are one of the strengths of Blade's older pictures, and they would definitely look less effective without the use of bull blood. By the way, according to internet users' calculations, approximately over 1,600 liters of blood were used in one club scene alone from the first movie, and it looks like there will be a lot of it in the reboot as well. According to Ian Demenge, he wants to showcase all the ruthlessness and sharpness of Blade, as well as show the real ferocity of the character, which he usually hides. In addition to spectacular battles, the adult rating will give the picture opportunities to follow the horrors of the Marvel Universe. Many probably remember the creepy Reaper vampires from Blade Part 2. Considering that Ian Demenge has experience with horror movies, he will surely not miss the opportunity to show new memorable monsters in Blade. By the way, do you think you can Blade with Mahershala Ali surpass the trilogy with Wesley Snipes? Share your thoughts in the comments. It looks like the production of Blade is finally gaining momentum, and the writers now have all the trump cards on their hands to give fans of the movie universe a memorable and dark picture. I would like to believe that we are waiting for a worthy project, not inferior in quality to The Anxiety and Snipeson's property, if not surpassing it. This concludes our story. See you in the next videos, friends.